Welcome to Existential Game Hour. Today is the first ever video, and we'll be deep diving into arc raiders. And with that, I want to explore the feeling of wist, which is a strange, gentle, melancholic feeling you get when you're living in the moment, and you're truly living joyfully in the moment, but also you're understanding that you're in that moment. You're present and alive in it, and it's a bit of nostalgia knowing that in 5 minutes, 3 hours, 10 years, that moment's gonna be gone and that you're going to think back to it in this moment and know, hey, I wish I could be there for one more second. And it's an emotion that's rarely discussed in gaming. But as I've gotten older, I've realized that games like Arc Raiders are textbook examples of this and are so rare to come by. And begin this, for those who don't know much about this game, you get sent from the last remnants of humanity, which are hiding underground, to go to this robot controlled topside, to look for resources and weapons, and you get sent here with yourself or up to two other friends, and it's a free for all. This game, you go in, get loot, get out as fast as you can. If you die while you're out there, you lose everything you went in with, and it's a pretty risky game. And right at the start of a run of this game, there's a distinct ritual of preparation. Here, you're gearing up, checking the map, right when you get into the match. It's the last minute of real peaceful safety before you commit to the chaos. This calm moment is just a part of what I personally feel wistful about, and it's knowing how quickly the tension will shatter it. We do this a lot in life too, where we meticulously prepare for a big meeting, a performance, a big test, a sports event, and understanding the quiet before the storm and aware of its temporary nature and, to be honest, the excitement of it. Even if it's a stressful test, stressful game, it's a big team you're playing against, or it's your SAT and you gotta prep for college. There's a bit of excitement in it and knowing that, hey, like this is my moment and I'm in control of it. And with that in mind, I want to go into the gameplay of this first, where Arc Raiders is simple. It's just fun. It's the kind of fun where you don't think about your problems with bills, ailments, family, or even yourself. You get completely lost in it, and it's a relieving escape where you can't just help but appreciate the moment. And especially in today's gamescape, it's extremely rare to find. With that in mind, this game reminds me of the initial hype of the Battle Royale genre, where H1Z1, for all you old heads, it led the initial charge, and then games like PUBG came around, and then Fortnite came around, which really took the genre to its real potential. And that's what I find here with this genre. For years, the extraction shooter genre has been held in a chokehold by Tarkov, which is the same kind of thing, very realistic, but it demands an almost unemployment level of requirement to master the gameplay, to master the mapping, and also to finesse the looting. Arc Raiders takes a different path from this, and the best way I can describe this is with the difference between demanding your brain to learn the ins and outs of sun positioning, map coordinates, recoil patterns, compared to just demanding your presence to be in the moment. Arc Raiders simplifies the formula to just let the game be an escape. I saw a hint of this potential in a game called The Cycle Frontier from 2022, and it was another sci-fi approach to the extraction shooter genre, but instead of robots, it used monster aliens. And to be honest, the game wasn't perfect. It didn't last long. It was shut down a little over a year after, but it hooked me on this idea of a sci-fi extraction shooter that wasn't so detail oriented and that you could get lost in it. And now, luckily, Arc Raiders has released and it's finally brought that idea into the mainstream with a culturally impactful existence. And talking about culture, the cultural noise around this game is huge. Like, I've seen countless social media posts about this daily since released. And to be honest, I've been expecting another short lived fad. I was hoping for a truly great sci fi shooter. I'll be honest, I was excited to see if this could be good, but I completely doubted it. I'll be honest. I wasn't a hater, but I did not look at this in an excited way. And I'm glad I was wrong. I got it 2 weeks after release, and I've been loving it the past 3 days I've been playing it. And it hasn't been just about the social buzz that's cultivated the game. It's been about the player base. And as a solo player that's played Destiny and countless other MMOs and large shooters, the people around me have surprised me. Yeah, most players are vicious jerks who want to shoot you on sight. But in this game, which surprised me compared to the most, there's a lot of situations where the raider doesn't shoot you in the solo match. And I get lucky enough to have a small conversation or some free loot, or if I'm really lucky, build a relationship with this person and try to take down one of the bigger robots. And all of those things, just talking to somebody and like, hey, there's no rules here. They could just kill me on sight, but they want to just communicate a little bit, say what's up, work together. We're all kind of scared what's happening. It It means the world to me. And these moments of temporary, perfect cooperation are what I feel most wistful for. They are a fleeting social contract that prove that people can just be kind for no reason other than just wanting to be kind. They don't get loot out of this. They just say, "What's up? Help you out a little bit. Oh, I'm new to the game. I need some help finding what's in the library here." They tell you that, and that's it. And it's amazing. But that's enough glazing for the game. I now want to deep dive into the meat and potatoes of this, and that's the bittersweet feeling that all this excitement leaves behind after it's done, and the nostalgia I feel for the very moment I'm in. And that's a big thing for me. As an adult gamer, I constantly find myself chasing that lightning in a bottle feeling from the past. And why is that? It's because as we get older, gaming becomes complicated. We want to chase high end graphics, we want to have the best competitive ranking, the perfect 100% completion, because we don't have the time to mess around for 10,000 hours and finally hit that thing. But luckily, Arc Raiders cuts through that complexity. It delivers that original raw feeling of discovery and consequence, and I become wistful for my younger self, who, as a kid, I'd hop into Mario, I'd hop into this game called Jango Fett Bounty Hunter, and I would feel this intense, effortless joy every single second of it. I think back at it years later, like, man, that was the shit. And this game is a rare reminder that that fun hasn't disappeared, and it just requires us to stop overthinking and just to play again and live fully in the moment of the struggle that returns to the simple, unburdened fun. And it's a powerful emotional experience. And just to dive a little bit more into this, what I'm saying is that, like, when I hop on a game nowadays, I have a PC. Like, I want to have high settings, I want to have good graphics, I want to be consistent, the frames to be nice. And in most games, you have to do a lot of background work just to make sure the game runs super well, less stutters, and that's taken away from games for me, I've realized over the past few years. When I hop in Arc Raiders, booted it up, all ultra settings, preset, hop in a match, don't even care what happens. I just wanted to see what it was. Ran like butter. I haven't thought about it once since. I haven't gone to my settings to change a thing. I've just been enjoying the experience. Like, when I hop in the game most of the time, I just walk around, grab a few items, and leave. I just love being in the moment there. I'm not trying to grind for something or try to achieve something. Because for me, I look at competitive games with this in mind and think of games like Marvel Rivals or Fortnite, where a lot of people play it for the grind of competing with others or competing against yourself. And while that's exciting, it sometimes takes away from that raw, unfiltered enjoyment. And to be completely honest with that in mind, I feel a gentle sadness, a almost depression every time I hop off this game. And for context, I have about maybe 8 hours in it, and I've had maybe 5 days to play it. I'm not super duper into it, but I've had a profound realization that for the 1 hour I'm on or 2 hours I'm on it, I was genuinely, authentically in the moment. And that's a big thing, is prioritizing this idea of living in the moment and being present with those you love, your friends, your family, everything, and putting that work, into your school, into all these things in your life, and having both feet in and not being scared of getting hurt in thing or losing your gear. It's all the same thing. And the part that stings about it is that it feels like you've just been woken up. Like, after I get out of a match and I hop off the game, the world feels a little bit slower, a little bit quieter, a little bit less intense. And it's a sad realization that it's an intensity we crave with life, and that we want to have these big moments, these big achievements. And it's a balance of that and also being present with it, no matter what does happen. And these things don't negate from the experience I've had. These things emphasize it. The true reward isn't like looting in this game. It isn't surviving in this game. It's that profound feeling of being absolutely, totally, unapologetically present. And that's it for this video. That is my introduction. I wanted to say thank you if you got this far, if anyone gets this far. And let me know in the comments if you have any thoughts on commitment and pertinence with gaming and understanding that, as well as just wistful emotion. And if you enjoyed this, let me know. Like and subscribe. And until next time, stay present.